Good afternoon, everyone. It's been about 5 hours later. This is what our dough looks like now. Could leave it longer if we wanted, but it looks pretty good. So I'm going to dump it out on my flour covered surface. It doesn't want to come, so I'm going to use this trusty little scraper here to help persuade it to come out. So it's still pretty sticky, which I like because I think it makes better air holes in the bread if it's not too hard. Okay, so there we have it, and I'm going to divide it not quite in half, a little bit bigger on one, because I'm going to make two loaves. One using this pan, which I've sprayed with water and put some flour in it. It's the first time I'm going to use it, as it's just a proofing pan, which means we're not baking in it. It's just going to make it have these nice little lines in it. And then I'm going to use a Dutch oven for the other one. So we're going to do it two different ways, just to give you an example of how to do it either way. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit so I have one bigger loaf. And I'm going to knead it a little bit and form it so it will fit in the pan. So it's still pretty sticky, but I'm going to kind of stretch it out, knead it a little bit, and then not too much though. Going to form it into a circle, pretty much like that. And I'm going to put it in the bread pan like this, upside down, so that the lines are going to be on the top part. So all the places where I kind of stuck it together, wrapped it in, will be on the top. So trying to make it a little bit formed to that pan. It's going to raise some more. So just play with it a little bit. Won't hurt it. And then I'm going to turn it around so that it fits in the pan nicely. And then it's going to raise for another couple hours. And I'm going to cover that in a minute. And then I come over here to my other piece. Need a little bit more flour on the counter here. And if you want to, you can always pull your dough to see if it's ready. It's not going to have big holes in it. So you can see it looks pretty good, no holes. And then I'll just play with it a little bit here. Since it's a circle, I'm going to pull it all into the center like we did the other one. And this one, though, I'm putting the bottom on the bottom because it doesn't have lines in that pot. So the top portion will be, I'm using parchment paper, and that just makes it a little bit easier to come out. You could also use cornmeal, and I do the sides like in butter, but use cornmeal. But the parchment paper makes it kind of easy, but you want to kind of push it to the side so it won't have too many indentations. Now on this one, while it rises, I can just put the lid on it like that. And so we're going to let this set for a couple of hours, and then at that point we should be ready to do some baking.